your turn.
Well done.
Okay. Juicy center?
No. I like it rare. I don't know what you mean. It doesn't. You mean like 5 minutes? That's cool. 5's cool. Have you ever tried I'm Pat. I'm an alcoholic. Have you ever tried just sitting for 5 minutes? Just shut the fuck up and just sit for 5 minutes. That's like the goal. I've been in these rooms for 20 years, and that's pretty much all we're trying to do. I mean, just fucking that's meditating. You just sit and you just don't think about anything. It's so fucking hard. I think this is the greatest movement of the 21st century, maybe even end the 20th century, because we drink because our feelings are too intense, and we live. I want to live just fucking gnarly, bro. Like, I'm just so gnarly. I'm down, you know? I'm always, when I'm loaded, right? Get me sober, I don't want to, or if I don't have my drugs, I don't want to do shit. It's a no. But if I have them, I'm good. Let's run it. Yeah, I don't know. I think alcoholics are special. Like, we've been touched or something. It's us and them. It's us versus them. Well, not versus them, but I don't know what's going on with them half the time. I'm like, how are they so happy? Don't they see like how fucked up this shit is? This shit is pretty fucked up. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I will say that is a choice that we make to look at shit that way. And we can choose to look at it a different way. Like, I used to be anti-establishment, upside down cross, upside down American flag, making music, selling drugs, fucking fuck every establishment. You know, just like really small-minded, like, and not recognizing that for all this shit to work the way it works, it's like a miracle we're not fucking killing each other out there. And raping and pillaging, and I mean, we have order to some degree, and like, we're just lucky, and I'm fucking goddamn grateful to be here in this country, in this city. This is so radical. Like, you guys were all here. This fucking meeting is popping. Shit is crazy. This is where you bring like your young cousin and you show them like, look how fucking cool AA is, you know? I owe everything to AA. So I'll just say this. I relapsed. I almost had 20 years. I relapsed about a year ago. I still haven't drank in 20 years or done any hard drugs, but I fucking, that CBD shit. It's shit. You gotta watch that shit, because I had like 15, 16, 17 years sober, and I got a headache, and someone said, here, try the CBD. There's no THC in it. I felt something, and then a year later, I got confronted with it again from someone in the program. Started trying it. I don't know. I don't really feel a whole lot. A little more. Okay, now I feel it a little bit. More every day, you know? And it's just, we can't diagnose. We can't self-medicate. You know what? We can't do shit on our own. Period. I've been in this program almost 20 years. I still don't make decisions on my own. I have 4 fucking businesses, a wife, a kid, 4 fucking properties I'm in charge of. It's crazy, bro. I can't even tell you how insane my life is. I got a fucking, right when I first got sober, so you got to be careful with the cross-addicting shit, you know, because like I got sober and I just fucking went pedal to the metal with the music shit. Got a record deal, achieved what I thought was my dream. Although once I get something, I don't fucking want it anymore. I want something more or better. As soon as I get it, I'm thinking about the next thing. I think that's alcoholism. We have an unsatisfiable mind, period. We cannot be satisfied, so stop trying. Give it up. Like, just let go. I can't, I just get so, I'm so passionate about this shit because I feel like, plus now I have a sober living and there's like, it's super structured and gnarly and it's gnarly. There's three graduates sitting right here and these motherfuckers, each of them probably wrote over 500,000 words because we need consequences for our actions. And I got sober from a structured sober living. I wasn't getting sober on my own. I wasn't going to make a fucking decision and put it down. I could not fucking do that. You know, it was like just a battle. You know that fucking exhausting battle about trying to figure out how you're going to stay good every fucking day? It's so exhausting, right? Put half that energy into this and you're going to probably be good, but you really got to get a sponsor, guys. You got to call them. You got to do the fucking steps. You got to get butt naked honest with one person, you know? I get fucking butt naked honest with everybody. The whole internet, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care anymore because you know what? If something I say can help someone, get out of that like dark. If I try to describe it, I'll start crying. Because that's how fucked up this shit is, you know? All right. So, the band was cool. I'm so alcoholic, though. Like, I was just, like, running around with a chicken with his head cut off. Managers, lawyers, we want this, do this. We're bringing our fucking lights. We did a tour with Lady Gaga in Europe, and I brought all my lights in this banner that's, like, bigger than this whole wall. And I'm like, we're hanging it. I don't give a fuck. Our merch is going right next to hers, blah, blah, blah. We're using our fog machine. All this crazy, like, I wanted everything to be, like, I just wasn't really thinking about other people. And I thought I could trust my mind because I was sober, and I fucking can't. If your head's talking to you right now, just don't fucking believe it. Like, you gotta run everything by at least your sponsor. Shit, I talk to everybody about everything. I don't make a decision without talking to 3 people. You know, and when I get mad and I want to, bro, that's just 20 years of therapy. I'm still working on how to not get mad at this motherfucker right here. Or my wife or my dad. Man, my dad. God damn it. He knows how to fucking, you know what I mean? Like our parents that they just know. And you know what, once you change your puzzle piece, it doesn't quite fit back into that puzzle anymore. So now your parents don't know what the fuck to do because you're growing and you're changing, and what's healthy might not be what they want. You know? So I have to keep. It's just like there's too much, you know, to transmit in this short amount of time. But I'll say that I usually like to talk about how I stay sober in the day I'm in. I don't really care much about the stories. I got 2 DUIs, crashed a bunch of cars, had dreadlocks, drooled while producing music while drooling at the fucking console, and just if you dared me to do something, I was doing it. I didn't give a fuck. I was crazy. They called me Gigi. They named it after Gigi Allen. Raise your hand if you know who Gigi Allen is.
I'll kill you for $1.
Those are the real ones in the room. No, that was my nickname. That's how hard I went. And it was kind of cool, you know. It was sort of my identity. I was like the crazy fucking person that no one ever thought would make it past 27. And look at me now, motherfuckers. My life is sick, bro. It's exactly how I want it. But every day I have to like convince myself of that. Like, it's weird. We just are. So that's why if I can think of, what can I do for my wife today? That's easy. I mean, bro, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, just fucking do shit for them. Don't just grab them and kiss them and hug them and say, I love you. Like, do some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like show up and, this is a tip. for the guys. Because my wife's love language is acts of service. Fucking annoying because I have to do all this shit, you know? And mine is just like love and attention. You could just hug me and say, I love you and I'm proud of you and I'm good. That's all I need, you know what I mean? And I just want so much of it all the time. That's why I was in the band, because I wanted people just to like bow down to me and I wanted to be important. And I don't want to be average. I'll be less than or better than. I don't want to be in the middle though. But the middle is cool. It's just, you know, it's just not that serious. Nothing is. Nothing. Although I am terrified for my parents to pass away. I don't know what I'm going to do. Terrified. I fucking dropped my wife and my kid off at the airport the other day and I started crying half the way home. I was like, I love them so much. I can't even. And for people who lose loved ones in sobriety, like, fuck, bro. I don't think I'd make it. Peace, dude. I'm going to try shooting up now. Straight up, dog. If I lost my wife and kid, I don't know what I'd do. But it says in the big book, we have to have a God of our own understanding, and his plans for us are something we can't come up with. We're so bad at coming up with plans. God can and will do for you what you can't do for yourself. And I've seen it happen. He took the band away from me because he had something better for me. So I started doing the video production stuff, and I created this production company, and we started doing all this cool stuff. And I liked it better, you know? I don't like airports and fucking hotel rooms. You want to be a rock star? You better get used to airports and hotel rooms and promoters you don't know. I feel like everyone wanted to be a rock star when I was growing up. Now everyone just wants to be an influencer. But I feel like I'm always going to be a kid at heart, you know? And I feel like when you get older, you start looking at shit and you go, oh, that's lame or that's corny. Nothing's corny. Nothing's lame. Everything's cool. Everyone's doing their fucking best, you know? I don't even know if I believe in like evil or any of that. I just feel like everyone's, in everyone's mind, they think they're right. You kind of can't get mad at people when they're just doing the best they can. And don't get mad at people for being dumb. You know what I mean? Like I did that so much in my sobriety, and I'm so, I feel like I'm so sad that I would do that to people. You know, like shame them for not being as intelligent as me or as quick or just have these little, it's just, you know, everyone is special in their own unique way. And that's what's so great about this program is like, we got to be ourselves, you know? I mean, you have to get honest if you want to make it with someone. And it's cool once you know, I don't know. I think a lot of people are afraid to get honest about some stuff. I never was. I always felt like, you know, everyone is thinking about themselves the same way you're thinking about you. That's why I don't give a shit about how you see me up here, because I know you're too worried about yourself to worry about me. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to leave here tonight, and I'm going to do my life, and you're going to do your life, and whether or not I killed it up here isn't going to fucking matter. So next time you go to speak, just be honest and just remember, like, everyone is thinking about themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like once I realized that, I was like, half the people prior aren't even listening to me. They're in their head thinking about whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But yeah, our minds are gnarly, and once we get sober, we can do some fucking damage, bro. Or at least I can, because I just go hard, and I'm like, you know, reaching for perfection, and it's never enough, and so yeah, I mean, you know, buckle up, and the world is your oyster. I fucking have manipulated it, and I've done things that I just, God, I'm so grateful to God. Thank you, God. I appreciate everything you've given me so much. And that's the first thing you say if you're praying, okay? Please help me get a #1 iTunes single, please. No. If that's what your will is for me, I'll be stoked. But if you have some other shit in mind, like, I'm going to rock with it, you know? And it was so hard. I had 5-6 years, and the band was just, we had fucking Martin Garrix and Skrillex and fucking, what's his name? 18, 17-year-old producers. I'm listening to their shit. I'm like, how the fuck? It just, these kids got so ill with it. I feel like I couldn't keep up in that genre, whatever. But also, again, I'm in my head. I'm using my head to make decisions, and it's just like, I just saw this movie called The Enclave, where it's a trial for someone to become the Pope. So there's like 82 cardinals. When someone becomes a Pope, it's like serious. They have to get voted in by like 80 cardinals, right? And the main guy said something about how certainty is a sin. And it hit me so hard. Doubt is where faith is born, and I'm not certain of a goddamn thing. I don't know shit, bro. I really don't. And you know what's fucked up? My mind is so open that I don't even know about AA. I just listened to a podcast where Charlie Sheen's got 8 years. He never even went to AA. Good for him. It's all good. Like, this doesn't need to be, like, we don't need to judge people that don't do it. That's the other thing. There's this thing about spiritual pride. And when you get like, when you, I don't know, I just feel like after you get double digits and you're in your 15, 16, 17 years of sobriety, like you really have a responsibility to remain humble and open and listen, because a lot of people with time, they're not listening. I feel like they only want to tell us shit, but I don't know shit. I want to hear what's up. I want to be open, and I want to be uncertain. When people are just so certain, it's like, how could you be so certain? And that's one thing AA teaches us, is to have an open mind. Not like, oh, I'm open to fucking spicy food, but like, I'm not going to Disneyland. Open, like, I don't even know if what I've always thought I wanted is what's going to be best for me. Open, like, God's will. Meekness, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meekness isn't like cowardice or like, it really just means that we are open to God's will. Like, we recognize that God's will can be something so much better than anything we could come up with, right? So you're meek. You're just trying to be of service, and you kind of like, a little modest mouse. Try to be like small, which is crazy counterintuitive in this fucking jungle of like lying, get money, fucking, you know what I'm saying? That shit is not gonna play out well for me. I'm over that. I'm done with like trying to be number one or have all the power or the money, or like, I just want to be happy, which means I can be wrong with my wife. I'd rather be like just open and like wrong, because like we make a mountain out of a molehill every time. Like we especially if you're new in recovery, like if something goes wrong, like you don't want to think about it too much. It's like life is a fire, right? Picture life as a fire, and the embers are coming off the fire, and some of them are landing on me, right? I could just brush them off, like, you know what I mean? And then I don't get burned. But if I sit there and look at the ember, it burns through my shirt, then it goes through my skin. Now I got a scar. Because I just been thinking, like, we scar our mind by our thoughts. It's crazy. And if you're alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, the opposite of addiction is connection. I don't know how that makes sense, but it's the truth. And when we make these meaningful connections in here, that's it. That's how we do it. Because I talked to someone outside earlier about something, and it made me feel better because I shared it with them. What are you laughing at? Oh, shit. I just feel so intensely. I think we all do, but we can't trust our feelings. Feelings aren't facts. It's just a temporary feeling. You don't need to wreck your life over it. I was just listening to this podcast, like I said, with Charlie Sheen. He was like, this motherfucker went hard for like a long time. And he said he just made a decision to stop. And he's like, it was only bad for like 3 days. I told myself it was going to be this long, it's like, I'm just curious, raise your hand if getting sober was easier than you thought it was going to be. Wow. For me, it was. I fucking dreaded getting sober for 10 years. And then I finally went to this place, and I went to a structured sober living. 5 days in, I wanted to leave. I'm out. Mom, come get me. She comes to get me. The guy goes and coaches her. He's like, don't let him leave. Trust me, you're going to save his life if you don't let him leave. I guess that's what I do now with my sober living. And he told me, he's like, yo, you just got to surrender, bro. It doesn't mean you're going to lose. It just means you're going to join the winning side. That's what happens when two armies fight and one surrenders. They just join the winning side, right? Or at least that's how he put it. And I went back into the rehab. I went back into the sober living. And the next day, I heard dude with the Pink Floyd shirt on talking about us and them. It hit me so hard because I had been broken sort of the day before. I had let go. I surrendered. I gave up a bit because my mom wasn't going to take me home. I'm just a little fucking entitled baby. And I'm sorry, but I've seen hundreds of alcoholics in the past 5 years since I've had this sober living. And I don't just see them. I get to know them. They live in my house. And we know them, right? We don't fuck around at my sober living. We know everyone, and the longer you're there, the better we get to know you. And I will say this, man, I just think we're undisciplined, entitled, selfish fucking little babies. That's it, man, because we fucking masked our feelings for so long. We never got to grow up emotionally. Whether that's alcoholism or not, I don't give a shit. I've seen enough alcoholics come through my place to realize that, it's just a matter of like, we just got to grow up. We just got to grow up. And being an adult is not for fucking pussies. Growing up is not easy. Growing up is hard. It's scary. I'm scared, dude. I'm in my 40s. I'm like, it's fucking scary, And God is like the only, sometimes I'll just pray and I just always feel better after I pray. And meditation is the final frontier, guys. I'm still trying to fucking master it. I got this Calm app and I listen to the guy. He talks about really cool concepts and this whole thing that we're doing, we're trying to find a God and we're doing the steps, we're seeing our part, but really, all of this is just so that we can just be okay, like in the moment. And the only thing that's real is right now. That's it. So just be happy right now. I mean, you can. It's a choice. And I've been getting better and better at making that choice since I've been in this program. So yeah, tomorrow when you wake up, let's all make the choice to be happy. And look for things that make you happy. Coffee, I don't know, fucking little cigarette, little music on the way to your work or whatever. Like those things are cherish, those little things that make you happy. They're going to save your life, right? And call your sponsor and get a sponsee and answer their calls, right? You're going to feel better. This program is incredible. Thanks for letting me speak. Thanks, guys.